Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your love reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so much for being here. Be sure and follow on TikTok and YouTube for me. I'm trying to grow my collective on both so that I can reach more people and help more people with my tarot messages. So if you are new, we are going to check in with your energy, your person's energy, and then we're going to look at the overall energy of the relationship and then maybe what you don't see coming and some things that we can focus on right now. So I did bring out these 5 oracle decks. We'll pull from those. And then I have a deck over here with like zodiac signs and initials and that kind of thing. We'll pull those at the end for you and your person and just kind of see, you know, what Spirit has to tell us. So let's get into your reading. So in your energy, we have the Moon, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. In your person's energy, we have the Hierophant, the 7 of Swords, and the Devil. I do not like that energy. The relationship, we have the 6 of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Fool. Interesting. All right. Underneath here, we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is your energy, Sagittarius. This is you stepping into your power. You're joyful, you're creative, you're enthusiastic. Like, this is the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I feel like you are stepping into your power. You are being creative. You know, you're out here just doing your thing. So in your energy, we have the Moon. We have the 8 of Pentacles, and then we have the 5 of Swords. So there's definitely some mental confliction here, and this could be about work, or it could be about putting the work into this relationship. Maybe you've put in a lot of work with this, and you're conflicted on whether or not it's even worth it. So the Moon is about like our hopes and fears. It is about the unseen. It's also about your intuition. So maybe you just need to trust your intuition on this situation and trust that putting in the work you know, it's going to bring you what you want. I feel like you're not trusting your intuition on what's going on here. But there's definitely like, swords are all about mental energy. So I feel like you're very mentally conflicted at the moment. And that could be about this relationship. It could just be about your work in general. So, you know, you could be working on your intuition here and you're just very conflicted at the moment. It doesn't have to be in regards to this person, but it could be. So I feel like your person's going through it too. So we've got the Hierophant, which is, it's about like leadership, institutions. So it's about, the Hierophant is like a leader type energy. It is, you know, like a spiritual leader, or this could be like a job, like corporate America. And then we have the 7 of Swords, which is like a very sneaky behavior, lies, deceit. And then we have the Devil. So I definitely feel like your person's energy is, it's just very unhealthy at the moment. There's unhealthy habits. There's unhealthy coping mechanisms. It could be that they're just in a very toxic work environment right now. Or whatever this. So the Hierophant can also be about marriage. So maybe they're just in a very toxic marriage. Maybe they're dealing with somebody that's very sneaky and they keep feeding into these toxic behaviors. It could be that they, you know, they're trying to leave this toxic relationship, but they keep getting sucked into these negative cycles. There's definitely some really negative energy here. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean that your person is lying and being sneaky. It's just the energy that they're going through. Because down here in the overall relationship energy, we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is about giving and taking. It's equal give and take. It's also about a gift. And then we have the Sun, which is like the best card in the deck. So, you know, it could also be about over giving your light, because I just see that as like a bright light for some reason. Obviously with the Sun, it is a bright light, but when I looked at that card, it was like, maybe don't give too much of your light. But then we have the Fool and this new beginning. So you know, I'm going to pull clarifiers on this one because this is like the overall energy of this relationship, like a new beginning. So is this like a new beginning going together forward in this joyful energy, in this equal give and take? Because this is I feel like this is just a gift. So maybe what this person is dealing with and what you are dealing with right now, maybe you're a gift to each other, because you're going through such heavy energy that this relationship just feels like a gift. So, okay, Spirit. Okay, so this is a new beginning together. I was asked the deck Major Arcana or an Ace for a yes, and I got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is, so the card doesn't matter. It's just the fact that I got an Ace. So this card doesn't really have meaning other than a yes answer. So this is a new beginning for the two of you, and it's, you know, very happy. You guys are going to make each other very happy. It's just right now this person is not in a healthy situation. Whether this is work or a current relationship that they're in, maybe they're trying to leave, maybe they're going through a divorce and they're trying to leave, and they just keep getting sucked into these negative cycles, these negative patterns. That could be arguments, fighting, drinking. You know, maybe they're drinking to cope with what's going on. But this is very sneaky. I don't like that energy. The Seven of Swords together and the Devil together is not a good, healthy energy for this person. So they're definitely going through something. What do we not see coming here? What does Sagittarius not see coming, Spirit? So we have the Ten of Swords. Definitely ending some painful cycles here. Ten of Wands, laying down burdens. Yeah, you guys are at the end of something here. Something's going on because you got this new beginning and these are two endings here. So these negative patterns this stuff is ending. This is awesome. I mean, it sucks to go through it. I think you're just on a pause right now and the decisions are being made. So usually I only take 3, but that's okay. So you guys are ending tough cycles. This Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. You're ending cycles, these toxic cycles again with this Devil card. You're laying down burdens. You guys are definitely working towards each other here. And then you have the Hangman, which is about like a pause. It's just kind of, things are on pause right now. It doesn't mean indefinitely. And then you've got this Two of Swords. So I feel like you're both making decisions right now that are eventually going to lead you to each other together. But right now, I think you're going through something separately from what they're going through, and you guys are just kind of dealing with it and making those decisions to move forward and end those cycles. So that's a really good thing. I mean, it sucks having to go through these, especially your person. They're going through a lot. And you're going through some mental conflict and stuff here too. Don't get me wrong. And I would never encourage you to just sit around and wait for somebody. You know, if that's what you want to do, then by all means do that. If, you know, you're working on other things here and then, you know, you guys come together in the future, that would be great. So what are the actions and advice for Sagittarius, Spirit? Actions and advice for Sagittarius, Spirit. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So, you got the Eight of Swords. Get out of your head. Which I get is easier said than done because I'm constantly in my head. You got the Queen of Swords. Keep your boundaries. You know, you can be open for this person and be there as a friend if you want to. But also, you know, if you guys are separated right now and things are on a pause, it could be because they're going through this heavy energy. And if they're going through something really heavy, you don't want to be in that energy. And maybe they don't want you in that energy. You know, they want you away from this, and then you guys can come together in the future once this is over with, whatever it is that they're dealing with. And then we have the Lovers here, which is a choice. This is a love relationship as well, but this was like actions and advice. So I feel like Spirit's telling you to like get out of your head. You know, this is like a victim mentality. It is like feeling helpless. Like you're not helpless in the situation, you know. That you just got to get out of your head. Things will come together. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Keep your boundaries. Know what you want. Speak your truth here. And then we have the Lovers. So maybe this is like a confirmation. You needed a confirmation that this is a love relationship. That this is like a soulmate type of energy. Or this could just be about you making the choice to keep your boundaries, like making a decision, the choice to hold your boundaries and get out of your head. Take it how it resonates. Let's see. Cards are going all over the place, sorry. Okay. Messages for Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Woo! Just about fell over here. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Got a lot to unpack. Spring, seeds. So maybe right now things are on a pause. So we are in a Mercury retrograde as well. With this Hanged Man, I keep going back to that because it's like a pause, a surrender. Things are kind of on hold right now. Maybe they're ending a marriage and, you know, you guys will come together in the spring. And I know that's probably not what you want to hear. You don't want to wait months, especially through the holidays. But I feel like you two ending cycles, laying down these burdens, going through what you need to go through. You're focused on work, something with your intuition mentally conflicted. They're dealing with some crap down here. So once you guys get through that and you end these cycles and lay down those burdens, I feel like springtime is going to be really important for you. And then we have a renewal, a spark. I feel like things are going to pick back up in spring. So I really love that. Trust divine timing. Damn, like I haven't even looked at these cards and everything I say just keeps coming. Like this is a divine timing spring. There will be a renewal here. Ego, vanity, pride. So make sure you're watching that. Or that could be something that your person is dealing with this other person. Take that how it resonates. And then we have forming, structure, solid foundation. Yes, love it. So, you know, you don't want things to come together before you've gone through what you're going through and before they've ended this toxic stuff down here, because it could just leak into your foundation and you guys want to build a solid foundation. So I feel like you guys are ending this cycles, doing things right, and then you can build on a solid foundation. So I really love that. I think that's awesome. Let's see what else Spirit has for us. This is a really awesome reading, Sagittarius. I mean, I wasn't too happy with this, and I'm still not. I feel like your person is really going through something nasty, but unfortunately, sometimes we just have those hard lessons that we have to go through. And, you know, we have that compassion, so just be compassionate, you know, be there for them, be understanding, be a friend, but keep your boundaries as well. Pent up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful towards others. Okay, so maybe that's something you're kind of dealing with. Could be something your person's dealing with too. Mixed signals. You don't let others know you are interested. Flirt and be approachable. Interesting. Too much work. You tell yourself it's too much work, but it's really an excuse to not get involved. Interesting. Okay, that could be your person as well. Take those how they resonate. These could be the cycles that you guys are ending, you know? That could be the burdens that you're putting down, the cycles that you're ending. Maybe they were going through like an ego death. You know, you had that ego, pride, vanity. Maybe you're going through an ego death. I feel like somebody's going through an ego death here. Laying that burden down, letting that go. Let the past go. Can we rewind time and go back to before we were both broken down by life? Our pasts hold us back from our future. My dreams. I've been dreaming about you. In my dreams, we are so free and in love. Wish I could stay there forever. Aw, that's really sweet. Okay. Okay, so interesting. I love this. So we do have third party here. So that could be them You know, up here with your work, that can be a third party. So you could have that third party, the whole work situation, you're in your head about things, whether that's, you know, you've started your own business and you're kind of focused on yourself. Third party, they're definitely dealing with something, whether that's work or a relationship, whatever this Hierophant is for them. And again, it could be different for each of you because it is general reading. So your person could be dealing with work stuff or they could be dealing with another relationship. Another lifetime confusion, past life issue, soul contract, Mercury retrograde. So we are in a Mercury retrograde right now. And then we had Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That did just come out after the third party. So maybe they're dealing, their third party or your third party is, I don't feel like you're in a relationship. I feel like yours is based on work and you being in your head, laying down burdens, whether that's work or your spirituality, whatever it is you're working on. They're ending like either a relationship at work or a relationship, like a love relationship. But somebody here's an earth sign. Take that how it resonates. Then we have soulmates, strong connection, romantic friendship. And then we had that Lovers card where I said you could have been needing that confirmation. You know, is this a soulmate? So I feel like that's your confirmation. This is a soulmate relationship. Whether it comes together or not, you know, soulmate relationships are so different. But this is a soulmate for you. Then we have fear, holding back, and overthinking. I think that's twice we've had overthinking. And then fear, holding back. You also had that Moon card, fear, holding back. Maybe that's a cycle you're ending. Maybe you're not holding back from this person, but you're definitely holding back from something, whatever you're going through. And you're overthinking things. Wasn't there like an Ace of Swords here somewhere? Anyway, and then we have affection, touchy, forehead kisses, and open doors. So I feel like this is a very affectionate relationship for you guys. What else do we have here, spirits? What else do you want to tell Sagittarius? Either way, it's a really good, I feel like you guys are going to move into a better time. It's just going to take a little bit of time. You know, things never happen on our time, unfortunately. I am a very impatient person, so I completely understand. You want things to happen now, but again, with that stable foundation, you don't want things to come together before they're ready. You know what I mean? Like, that's definitely a lesson I've learned in life because I've pushed for things to come together and then they fall apart. So I would rather wait and be patient. And when you haven't learned that lesson yet, that's really hard to go through. But I can easily, not easily, but, you know, I can say that now because I've been through it and I understand it. Interesting. So this could be a twin flame connection for some of you because the twin flame card did come out. So maybe they are ending a marriage because they met you and, you know, they're just trying to end that cycle. Then we have proposal, a love offer. Fertility, new life, blessing. So this doesn't have to be like a child. This can just be like a fertile time for things to come together, abundance, things of that nature. Then we had fire, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. You are a fire sign. So, but you could be dealing with another fire sign. And then we had finances, building that bank account, and material wealth. Love it. So maybe that's what you're focused on with this work. This Eight of Pentacles down here. Maybe you're just really focused on your work right now, trying to get your stuff together while they kind of go through whatever they're dealing with. Those did not want to come out. So we have the letter H and we have the letter X. So those could be significant in your situation. We have all kinds of signs out here, so it could really be any sign. But yeah, definitely just, you know, be patient. Focus on what you're focused on. Do your thing here, Sagittarius. I mean, you're definitely, like I said, that Queen of Wands was at the bottom there. So you're stepping into your power. You're stepping into a really powerful time for yourself. Stepping into your own while they go through things and you go through things. You guys are just ending cycles right now, but everything's going to come together soon. I can feel that. So I hope that this helps. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you guys next week. If you want to hang around, I'm going to talk about my website and just kind of some updates and everything. So My website is up and running. I'm open for tarot readings and coaching again. I kind of closed it down last month just because I got so busy, and I never want to take on too much because I want to make sure that I'm focusing on you guys. You know, I never want to not be able to live up to my standards. I have very high standards for myself, so I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys what you deserve. So, and I just feel like if I got too busy, it may take away from you guys, and I never want to do that to you. So, anyway, that's back open now. Go check out my website. It's really cool. It's very interactive, and you can play with like tarot cards and astrology. If you're interested in astrology, then sign up for my newsletter. It's at the homepage of my website, and you can scroll all the way to the bottom. And I only send out 1, maybe 2 emails. It just depends on if there's a lot of energy, then especially like during eclipses and all the aspects and everything, I may send out 2 a month, but I don't sell to third parties. I just put your email in an Excel spreadsheet, and then I send a newsletter at the first of the month just to kind of help you work with the energy, so you kind of have an idea of what's coming. You can work with those energies. And then, yeah, definitely sign up for that. There are some free printables on my website, like some digital downloads, so go check those out. I put some new products up a couple weeks ago. I'm trying to add more as I can. I do work 48 hours and do this, so, you know, I'm kind of limited on my time. Once I can do this full time, then I'll be able to give you guys more and take on more clients and things, but for now, kind of limited in what I can do, which is fine. All in divine timing, right? So I'll add products as I get them, and then I think I might do either a Christmas sale or a New Year's sale. I'll keep you posted on that, but yeah, go check out the website. Anybody that has purchased items or left me donations, thank you guys so much for that. I really do appreciate it. It's just like a huge mission for me. It's just to give, you know, tarot is like what I was born to do. I have Cancer in my it's my North Node in the 8th house, which is all about the occult and mediumship. So, you know, plan to open up to my mediumship soon. I'm working on that. I'm working on tarot and just building my community right now. So thank you guys for your help in that. Any of the likes, comments, shares. If you can't purchase items or you're not interested in them, or, you know, you don't have the money for a donation, I completely understand that. The likes, the shares, the follows, that helps me so much. It pushes my channels out there. You know, if you have anybody you think would be interested or you know, would enjoy the content, maybe send it to them and share it for me. I would really very much appreciate that as well. So you guys have been huge in this, and I will be giving away free readings too to give back to you guys as a thank you. Once I reach 500 followers on YouTube, I'll give away a free tarot reading, and then once I reach 10,000 on TikTok, I'm going to give away a free reading there. And then I'll do them periodically as well. That's just kind of like my first milestone I want to hit, and then I'll give away those readings. But it also gives you 2 opportunities to win if you're able to follow on both platforms. So, yeah, look forward to that. I'll let you guys know when that happens. I mean, obviously you can see it on my channels, but I'll let you know how to, you know, put in for that free reading and everything. I'm not sure if I'll do email yet or how I'll do it, but comment something. We'll figure it out. But in the meantime, yeah, just trying to grow and here reading tarot. So I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate all the support. Hopefully this message resonated for you. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.